So, like a small insider for what I'm doing, I'm not finished yet with the first bag, neither with the first box. But the first thing that actually started working, it's actually to make the engine of the Ferrari, our 12-cylinder engine. So we see that each piece on each side, they are connected. So if we move on one side, they will move all together. In between them, they are somehow connected. See? So if we move, all of them are going to move. And on this side as well. So this is actually the beginning. So imagine it's the size of my palm, and this is just the engine, and it's still not done. So this is the base, the wheels that are going to move the wheels of the car. So we haven't started yet actually making the 12-cylinder part. This is just one little piece of the puzzle. So imagine the dimension of the whole car after it's done. So yeah, I'll carry on with this one. At the first bag, I should have the full engine and then start constructing around it and making the skeleton of the car. But so far, still working on the engine part. So see you next time. So as an update, it started to increase, this being actually very close to the central part of the car. Front and back soon will be attaching the suspensions for the back and fourth wheel, and we'll be starting also constructing the actual 12-cylinder engine. But now we see that it starts to get more size, and we still haven't put the, just like I said, the suspensions for back and forth. So we'll be having another one attached here, another one attached here, and then finally here in the middle it will be the engine in the upper part. So the next step now actually will be to build one of the suspension, either back or either front. So we are planning to attach something actually in this part. Most likely it will be the back suspensions and the place where the wheels are going to be as well, the tires. And this is pretty much going on. This is how it looks just at the beginning, and I'm still at bag one, haven't finished the first box, and we're still working on the car skeleton upon which we're going to build layer after layer after layer. Now I'll move to the back and I'll see you once I'm done with that part as well. So we finished the back part. Here will be attached the two wheels. So the construction that becomes even bigger and actually even wider. So this one was attached to the back. So now the next step, it will be actually here in the middle to construct and make this 12-cylinder engine and put it, and probably with this will conclude the first step. Probably the next one will be the front part. So let's say that we are around halfway with the car skeleton, the lower part, and probably soon we'll start. But so far, next step, it's actually working on the engine. We see that the structure, you can see it in my hands that it's still quite big, and we still have the front part. So yeah, after all, it's a 60-centimeter long car. So see you after the engine. So now we're finally done with 2/3 of the car. So we have the middle part and we have the back part. Now we also have the engine. So it can be actually seen that the pistons are moving as I am, because everything, it's actually through all these wheels you can adjust, but it actually shows how it moves in real time. So we have the 12-cylinder famous V12 engine for the Ferrari. We see them moving. So one step closer, Now probably for the next step we'll be continuing making the suspensions and the upper part, and we'll have the car, its skeleton, in full size. So now we see there's just half of it and it's quite big, so you can see all of it, and from behind all the wheels that actually will put in motion the final wheel of the car. So we have the back of it, skeleton looking good. We have to finish the upper one and we see it in the length, and then we'll start building on top of it until we reach to that beautiful car we've seen on the box. But so far things going a little bit slow because there's a lot of pieces, a lot of connections. This is Lego Technic, and my hands already are a little bit swollen because pushing, you can see a lot of connections, small pieces that needs to get one close to the other. So that's the difference between Technic and any other collection from the Lego. This one requires more attention, more skill, and after one of these projects probably massage your hands because it will take. So this is end of part 1 from box 1. We still have part 2 because box 1 contains, just like I said, making the skeleton of the car. And then we can go further and start actually building the car. But for now, end of part 1. Stay tuned for seeing the full length of the car and actually realize how big it is. Because you can say 50 centimeters looks 60. It's a little, but now seeing just the bottom part and it's not yet done, I'm imagining a big one. So stay tuned for part 2.